Hello, welcome to Productivity Vibes on Afro Vibes TV. My name is Remi and my friends call me Mr. Productivity. Today on the show, we have a special guest. She is a Democratic candidate running for Texas 18 Congressional District. Welcome to the show, Valencia Williams.
Thank you.
How are you? Welcome.
Thank you for inviting me. I really appreciate this opportunity and time to come back to be with you guys. I feel like, family here. I feel very welcome here. And you guys did a wonderful job on that debate.
Thank you.
And I am the one candidate for Texas's 18th Congressional District. The election will be on November the 4th. Keep that date in mind. Now, November the 4th, however, early voting is on October 21st. It begins on October 21st, and I believe it ends on October 24th.
Yeah.
But you will have to go to my website, www.valencia, the number 4, congress.com
Awesome.
to get more information.
Awesome. Thank you. The last debate we had, you did very well, and then many of our viewers, gave us feedback. So, who's that lady? Who's that lady? Who's that lady? I mean, people are so excited. I mean, because we have many viewers all over America and even Africa, and we are so excited to see a debate, especially you made, some speech that day. So, and one of the questions they're asking, who are these people beyond the table of politics? Who are these people beyond what we see them everywhere campaigning, telling I'm going to do this. So this program is focusing on you. Hope you don't mind. Yes. So let's start this way. Because the program is Productivity Vibes, what are your 3 key productivity hacks that you use to get things done?
I am a master negotiator. I'm a small business owner, and I contract with the Department of Defense, which is the federal government, not the local, but the federal. And I am a prime contractor. I'm not a subcontractor. I am the very first African American prime contractor in U.S. history, as a matter of fact.
Wow.
Yes. And so when it comes to negotiating, I have to be able to negotiate my contracts. Not only that, but I have to be able to negotiate the products that I offer our United States military, which is what my company does, L888 Corporation.
Wow.
And all of my contracts are visible to the public. So when I get a contract and my contract is set at a set price, let's say at $240,000, and I have to provide you with 2 dump trucks. Well, I have to find a company that's going to give me those dump trucks at the price point that I want.
I know, right?
Because it's all about profit.
Yeah, profit.
The only thing I do for free is what I do through my charity. But when it comes to making a profit, because of the lifestyle I like to live,
I know, right?
I calculate all of that into the negotiations. So I've been negotiating for a very, very, very long time. Not just here in Houston, Texas, not just in the United States of America, but also internationally.
Wow.
And so being able to negotiate.
Negotiations, that's number 1.
Negotiations is definitely number 1. Yes. And but the most important is listening. Listening is actually number 1.
Wow.
You cannot be successful in government unless you are willing to listen. That is the only way you can cross party lines and get things done. You don't look at the person as a Democrat or a Republican or independent. You look at the person as a co-equal and a goal that we are trying to accomplish.
True.
And that goal for Texas, whether it be for Texas's 18th Congressional District, whether it be for Houston, Texas, whether it be for Texas or the United States of America, our number 1 goal is to get our country in a surplus.
True.
That goes for you, that goes for the white person, the black person, the African person, the Asian person, the Middle Eastern person. It doesn't matter, the Muslim, the Christian, the Greek, the non-Greek. That's our overall objective. And number 3 is let me see, listening, negotiation.
Getting a result. How do you get a result?
How do I get my results? I'm a master negotiator.
Oh, that's key for you. Maybe that's a very powerful talk you.
I'm a master negotiator. And I think my exposure to different cultures and traveling to different countries, I've traveled to 6 of the 7 continents,
Wow.
and being
So
exposed to
that's
different
that's
cultures,
also key.
it is very key.
Exposure.
Exposure to different
Different
cultures.
culture.
Because the more you are exposed to different cultures, the more you're able to understand
why people do what they do.
exactly,
Mm.
exactly,
Awesome.
and you'll be able to better negotiate from that standpoint.
Fantastic. I love that.
Yeah. Versus being in your little bubble.
But I know, right? So I know in the world of social media, distractions everywhere, media, local media, newspaper, everywhere. I mean, this world, to this phase of our world, is so much information coming in. How do you manage yourself, your sanity? How do you get productive in the midst of so much information, so much distraction?
Meditation.
Meditation.
I listen to a lot of soaking music, SOAKING, soaking music. It is great meditation. Sometimes I listen to chakras, meditation chakras, but mostly to soaking music. And I do breathing exercises, and I make it a habit on every Friday. I made a deal with myself back in 2019 that every Friday, no matter what it was, I would always treat myself to something I like. So every Friday,
Eating.
no, guess what I do? Every Friday, I go buy me a Starbucks. Upside down caramel macchiato on ice with 11 pumps of vanilla. I know.
Ooh.
It's only like $6, but
surprise.
that makes me happy. You have to do something every week. Don't miss it. That makes you happy.
Wow. I love it. I love it. Now let's go a bit to politics now.
Oh,
I know. Yeah, I'm mixing it up. So, back to politics. I know there must be something in your mind with so much traveling, so much exposure, so much. You've got so much money in business. You're not a pro person. You're doing well for yourself. What exactly made you to make up your mind to contribute to the political arena?
Well,
especially in the district 18.
Well, the political arena actually came to me. In 2008, I was approached by someone in the Texas Democrat Party because of the work that I had been doing in the community through my charity. And they told me that they had an open seat and they wanted to appoint me to that seat. And I said, sure, why not? And I was appointed as precinct 490 chairperson. And I took my precinct from the smallest voting precinct to the second largest voting precinct. Yeah, I capacity build. I have this ability to join people together who wouldn't normally be together because that's a predominantly Jewish neighborhood. A synagogue was within walking distance of my house over there. And so we have a mixture of Jewish people, African American people, a small percentage of Asian people, a small percentage of Hispanic people in that particular district, but predominantly two major cultural groups that people don't normally see getting along with each other or associating with each other. But when it comes to doing good without any hidden agenda or intentions, you'd be surprised how people will just come together naturally.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So talking about politics, I can imagine how busy you are, doing what you did before you were invited to come and take a position, and then you are now vying for a new position, you have your business still going on, probably family, you are a daughter, you are even you. I mean, it's so much going on with you. How do you manage this? How do you balance this?
Oh, how do I balance
your life?
Well, number one, I'm not married. That's a good,
Okay.
that helps a lot because, sometimes in this political arena, in order for a woman to be married to a man, especially with this seat, you have to have someone who's confident, but not egotistical.
Especially man. That believes in you.
Yes.
And it's not afraid of your success capacity.
Absolutely. So you have to have someone who is confident, but not overly cocky. You have to have someone who is very supportive, and who is not intimidated.
Maybe the man is hearing you now. Maybe the man is watching.
Oh, wow, hi.
Maybe I'm giving a CV to the man.
Yes, you have to be. And you have to be financially supportive because these sort of ventures, let's be realistic about it, it takes a lot of money to do this kind of stuff.
Mm.
And it's a passion of mine. And you have to understand that this is a passion.
Mm.
This is a purpose for me.
Mm.
And so any man who does not understand that, first and foremost, he will not be able to he will not be able to cope. He wouldn't even be able to be my boyfriend, talk less of my husband. You know, and to be in these sort of rooms where you have people who are very high profile people. You may be in the room with President Donald Trump.
No, right?
And you may hate him. Are you able to discipline yourself?
I know.
You know, to the point where you understand that we are here for a purpose, not for a political purpose. We're here for a people purpose.
True.
And that's it at the end of the day. And so with my sons, they're adults. So I don't have any little ones. And my personal life, I really don't date. I'm not dating.
That's revealing.
I know everyone's like, why are you not dating? What's wrong? I'm like, there's nothing wrong. Everything is right. When you know who you are as a person, when you know what you want out of life, you choose your partner more wisely, because you don't want anyone, whether it's someone who's a potential husband, who's a friend, who's an associate, who's a potential business partner. You don't want these people becoming a snare to the purpose.
True.
Because it'll derail and discombobulate everything, and everything that you work for will now not necessarily go down the drain because the foundation is still there.
Yeah.
But then you have to end up tearing it down and rebuilding again. And no, I'm not going to do that. And so how do I balance all of these things? I make sure that everyone who is around me are well-balanced people.
So if you have balanced people around you, you eventually become balanced.
You will remain well-balanced. Of course. It's all about who you surround yourself with.
So a reflection of the people around you.
Absolutely. You have to have those kind of people around you, well-balanced people around you when you're in politics. Well-balanced, well-grounded people.
Well-balanced
and well-grounded people.
around you.
You have to. You do. You have to. And in order to be successful, to accomplish what you want to accomplish. And that is making sure that our district, the people, our city, our state, and our country returns back to a surplus. That's my overall goal.
Thank you. So talking about balancing knowledge, relationship, children, and family that you talked about. And the last time I heard you on the debate, I know you're a lady who's so loaded with so much information, because you can't have so much decision or so much mind without having a background of information. How do you get fed in your mind? Books to read, things to listen to. Can you share with us some of the things that have changed your mindset, that have made you so strong a lady, for other people who are aspiring to be like you?
Oh, let me tell you, experience is the best teacher. Experience. All of the knowledge that I have and all the genres that I have knowledge in, I went to college for medical coding, billing, and transcriptions. Medical coding, billing, and transcriptions. I graduated in 2002.
So, are you on the medical line now?
I am not, but that knowledge.
Okay, how did you bring that in?
Exactly, I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
And it was 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I decided to go back and try to finish for government and politics. I've studied government and politics. I have
2 degrees.
I have I received an A in sociology, criminology. I've studied Mexican American politics, Texas federal law, and so on and so forth.
Oh, look at.
And so when it comes to in the medical field, 2 years ago, I decided to go back to school, and we had to write a paper. And in my paper, I explained to my professor how I was developing a cure for Alzheimer's, not using topical medication. And what I wrote in the paper grabbed my professor's attention to the point till he wanted my phone number so he could call me. And he asked me, how did I even come up with such a concept? And what I said to him, without revealing all of my intellectual property, which is what I told him, what I put in the paper was that I wanted to develop this instrument that would target the area where the plaque gathers in the brain. Number one, when it comes to Alzheimer's, a lot of people don't know there is a plaque buildup.
Mm.
And for some reason, that plaque decides to target a particular area of our brain.
Mm.
And it builds and it builds and it builds and it builds. And I said, well, plaque, we have plaque on our teeth. And that plaque decides to build on a particular area of our teeth. And when we go to the dentist use a scrubbing instrument to scrub it off.
Mm.
So I thought, first and foremost, I was studying why does the plaque specifically target that area of the brain. And I discovered that that's where neurons fire from. So then I began to wonder, are the neurons calling that plaque to that particular area of the brain that causes Alzheimer's? And also, is there a possibility of developing an instrument, kind of sort of not like the scraping instrument, but like the when they wash the plaque off of our teeth? Could I develop an instrument that was safe enough to put in to cause a small incision in the brain and suction out that plaque from that particular part of the brain?
Hold your thoughts. We are back from the break. You continue from there. So, guys, we'll be on a short break. I'll be back right away.
Okay.
Welcome back. Now, finish your thoughts. I love the concept that you're giving, and I'm sure it's a big deal. You don't want to give the intellectual property, after this.
No, not at all.
So give us as little as possible for audience to understand what you're talking about in this concept.
Oh, well, and so from that, I told my professor I couldn't say anything else because I don't want him to steal my intellectual property.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's how my medical background and the medical coding and billing was able to assist me with that part of it. And then when it comes to licensed chemical dependency counseling, that is also another aspect that helped me along in my life. So, and then I went back for government and politics. So all of these things, when you apply, even though you may not graduate from college, you are in the classroom and you are learning. And you can use these skills to apply them in everyday life, like for the people in Texas 18th Congressional District. There's a healthcare disparity there. It's a cancer cluster. Because of my particular medical background, I'm able to now go and do research to see what can be done.
All this knowledge work together.
Yes, it all works together. It all works together.
So there's no wasted knowledge at all.
There is no wasted knowledge. Even if you never graduate from college, take what you have learned. Take what you've learned and apply it. I guarantee you, especially if you are someone who wants to be in government, you have more to contribute than those people who have been sitting there for generations, than those career politicians do. You are bringing actual solutions to the table, whereas they are just rebutting the question and they are turning their answer but they are not giving any real solution.
From the book that you read, not from the
They're not giving any real solutions. But if you take your experience from the classroom and you apply it, you will see that you have more to offer the government,
Valencia,
the people.
Yeah. Now I know the source of your information or capacity of your mind, because you're well traveled, well read, you have exposure and all that. Now, what is your dream for District 18? Up to the camera.
My ambition, my goal for Texas's 18th Congressional District is to put the power and the money back into the people's hands.
What do you mean by that?
There's millions of dollars. Speaking of the cancer cluster, there is actually $7 million that was allocated for relocation for the people to move out of Fifth Ward and Cashmere Gardens. That money has been sitting there since 2023. It was another candidate, Christian Menifee. If you watched our debate, he said that the people wanted to live in the cancer cluster. I had to see you snickering. I had to compose myself. Who wants to die? Who wants to see their children die? Who wants to see their aunt, their uncle, their grandparents, their wife, their husband, their boyfriend, their girlfriend, their teachers, our policemen, our firemen die? No one wants to live in that sort of condition. And so my ambition has been and will remain to get that money into people's hands in Texas 18th Congressional District so they can move immediately and move where they want to move to, not where they have to move to, because I want to put the money back in their hands. In Ghana, when I went to a school, Osu Home Junior High School.
Ghana? In Ghana too?
Yes, I was in Ghana.
Wow, Africa.
Yes. I adopted that entire school. I tore the school down and I rebuilt it.
Wow.
But if you go on my social media page on Facebook, which is linked to my website, you will see that when I went to that school and I donated money to the school, I never gave it to the headmaster.
Okay.
I put that money into the hands of each and every child.
Wow.
And that's exactly what I'm going to do with the people in Texas 18th Congressional District. I'm going to put the money in their hand directly. Because that way I see where the money is going. And the people see where the money is going. And they know that I'm not there for their money. I'm not there to get their federal dollars. I get a paycheck. Anything extra is welcome, but it won't be from their money.
Awesome. I love your mindset. I love that. If I allow you, I mean, I can go on and on and on.
Right.
Let's come back home. Look at the District 18, right? And say, where is your hidden spot? I want the people who are watching us who's, in District 18 to say, this lady is part of us. Where is your hidden spot and why do you go there? Probably to relax, to chill in any part of District 18 without doing advertisement for anyone.
No, there's a great park off of is it Pinemont?
Okay.
And 43rd. You'll see families there in the nighttime, 6, 7 o'clock. It's dark outside. Families are there. There's a swimming pool there. Children are on the swings. They're playing baseball. I love family. I love family. I love what family represents. I love to see family together. So I go there because my mother passed on in 2019. My father is gone. My grandmother, my aunts, and the uncles, they're all gone. And so when it comes to wanting to have that feel of family, I go there because I love to see families together and just doing what families do. It's important that I make sure that every family, and notice I didn't say in Fifth Ward or Acres Home, because those people who are off of Pinemont, off of 43rd, those people have been left out since Barbara Jordan. I went door to door. My son, who's downstairs, he drove me. I went door to door. I knocked on everyone's door. And they said that not one candidate had been in their area since Barbara Jordan.
Wow.
There's white people there. There's even Polish people there. I was shocked. They have a whole Polish community in Texas 18th Congressional District. And we talked for hours. I know. People were like, you can't talk to people for hours. You have to move. I'm like, no.
Let's feel the pulse.
I want to talk to the people. And if this woman wants to talk to me for an hour, I'm going to stand here for an hour.
Wow.
Sometimes I stood there for hours because I wanted to know how they felt, what was going on.
Thank you.
And a lot of people kept saying, well, they want. I said, I don't care what they want. Stop telling me what they want. Don't tell me what your party wants. Tell me what you want. You live here. Who's paying your bills? Who's paying your mortgage? Who's putting food on the table? Exactly. So tell me what it is that you want. And that's what it's about. It's about people have forgotten. You know what, friend? People have forgotten about bread and butter politics. I call it bread and butter politics.
Tell me about it.
And bread and butter politics are those working class people The working class people, yes, the low income people get attention. Yes, the rich and the wealthy get attention. But what about the working class people? What about those people like that woman who stopped me and talked to me for a whole hour and a half and said, listen, my neighbor, he got his whole house refurbished, renovated, that I can't afford to. And she worked as a teacher. She's a retired teacher. But she can't get her house renovated. Why? Because her retirement is not enough. Why do we pay? And I love football. It's my favorite sport, by the way. American football. My favorite sport. It's okay, Texans. It's okay. Don't let them get you down. Keep it going. Don't let them get you down. Don't let them get you down. Keep going, bro. But we pay a football player who's sitting on the bench millions of dollars. But the people who educate our children, we pay them peanuts.
What about the world?
They don't even make $100,000. Something is wrong in this country where we pay people millions of dollars to throw a football, not taking anything away from any of our football players. I love football, favorite sports. I'm going to the Super Bowl this year. I'm not missing it. Last year I was in Ghana. This year I'm going.
We're going together.
Hello. No. This time I'm going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. When you get to this point, I see your passion going on and on and on.
Yes, but
and the last time I discussed with you, I saw that area of being an activist, fighting.
Right.
Fighting for something, and it's coming to you now. If I don't stop you, you can go on and on and on and on and on.
But we have
to get this energy from. Who is your role model?
My role model.
That is the question I want to ask you.
Oh,
where did you get this from?
Barbara Jordan.
Okay.
Nelson Mandela. Ooh. I love Madiba. Oh my God, I love him so. I love him with a passion. Dr. King, of course, everyone knows I love Dr. King. Not because he's a status quo, but I love Dr. King because despite everything, he kept going. And my mom and my grandmother,
they're fighters too.
Oh yeah, they were fighting. Oh, my grandmother.
Tell me what.
Oh my God, she's a. Oh Lord, everyone says that she passed her spirit on to all of us. Yeah, my mom was a fighter. I was able to go to private school because my mom worked 2 jobs. Bread and butter politics. People like that who work 2 jobs just so their children can attend private school. Wow. That's bread and butter politics.
Thank you. We can see the result today.
Yes. We got to get back.
It's a blessing to the community because your mother stood for you.
She did. So we got to get back to, I'm not going to tell other people what they have to do, but I'm going to stick to bread and butter politics.
Awesome. So I'll ask 2 more questions and we can wrap up. So this question I'll ask you now is, I know you've met with people in the district. What is peculiar about District 18? People you've met, and what did you see about them? I mean, I know you've said some things. What are your experience with people in the district?
Even though District 18 is a diverse group of people.
Yeah, I know that.
They have one common goal. And that one common goal is economically getting their community back into a surplus, and that is it.
Wow.
That is their unilateral voice. They want to be in an economical surplus.
Wow.
And they have been in a deficit for a very long time.
So what will be a legacy? What will be remembered for?
I think I'll be remembered for always fighting for people, even when it cost me my freedom. And it has cost me my freedom, but I count it all joy. It's like, oh, well, it's just a part of it. But you can't keep me here forever. And when I come out, I'm still going to be the same thing. I'm still going to be fighting for the people. So one thing you cannot do is you cannot silence my voice. Nope. I will always be a voice to the voiceless, and I will continue to serve and be of service to everyone, no matter what your gender, your race, your culture, or your religion is, or your socioeconomical status.
Valencia, one more and last question. I pray you win. I support you. My heart is with you.
Thank
you. But if you do not win, what will you do rather after that?
I'm going to win, so we don't even need to ask that question. I am the winner. I'm the front runner. I am definitely Texas's 18th Congressional District next Congresswoman.
All right. That is it. Happy to have you here today.
Thanks.
I'm so excited, and our viewers have learned so much. And I have so much, I have to watch it over and over again to pick some of the nuggets we dropped in today at Productivity Vibe. So awesome. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much. All right, everybody, this is the end of today's program, and I'm sure you've learned so much, and you can watch this over and over again. And in another event, another program, another event like this, I'll be bringing another person to share with you some of the productivity principles. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
Bye.